So today, I'm gonna. So today, I'm gonna do a reaction video of scary stories. So here we go.
Have you ever felt like you were being watched? Have you ever felt the eyes of a stranger on you as you slept, or ate, or went for a walk? I have. Once. And to be honest, I still do. When I was 15, my family moved into a new house in the countryside. I loved it, at first. The open fields, the fresh air, the serenity. It was so much nicer than the city. The house itself was an old country home built sometime in the 1950s. Some of the locals swore the house was haunted, but it didn't seem that way to me. Sure, the floorboards were creaky and the windows in the attic were broken, but those were minor issues that could be handled in no time. Or so we thought. The morning after we moved in, well, things started to take a turn. Dad, we've got mail? Mail? That can't be right. We haven't registered this place as our new mailing address yet. Well, I checked the box yesterday and it was empty, so I'm quite sure that these ones came this morning. Maybe they're addressed to the previous owner. Huh. That wouldn't make sense either. No one's lived in this place for nearly a decade. Let me see those. What in the world? What's wrong? There's no stamps, but they're all addressed to us. It says... My dad set the letters ablaze, all of them. Each one was a variation of some kind, but the core message remained the same. Someone, somewhere, wanted us to leave our new home. My parents tried to laugh it off as some sort of prank by the locals to newcomers, but I wasn't as convinced. It wasn't until the following morning that we realized how wrong we were. Dad, there's mail again. What? There were more letters, each one similar to the last, bearing curses and pleas for us to leave the house. However, this time, there was something else. Is that our house? I guess, but we don't know when it was taken. It could have been weeks or years even before we got here.
Oh my God! Healy's & Co. That's the name of the moving company that brought our stuff. This picture was taken 2 days ago.
We knew now that we had a case on our hands. The person sending the mail was probably a stalker. My dad called the cops, but they were convinced that this was all an elaborate joke that some local kid was playing on them. They assured us they'd look into it, and I guess that eased my parents' worries a bit. Little did we know the strangeness was just beginning. Over the next few days, the mail kept coming, but we kept ignoring them. We kept trying to pretend everything was normal, like we weren't being watched from a distance by some psychopath. One morning, we found 3 dead rats on our doorstep. Once, a box of blood-stained nails. It was around the same time that I started hearing noises in the house. There were creaks coming through the walls of my bedroom like someone was moving on the other side. The issue was that there was no room on the other side. I told my dad about them, but... You're on edge, son, and that's totally fine. Anyone would be with these letters we've been getting. The police are looking into it. It'll be fine. And besides, this is a pretty old house. The wind can get in the roof and the floorboards. Not that weird to hear some creaks from time to time. You're right. I guess that makes sense. But I wasn't convinced. Not truly. I knew there was something up, and when the noises didn't stop, I had to check it out for myself. One evening, when my parents weren't home, I placed my ear on the walls and listened for the creaks again. Something was definitely moving behind the wall. I ran down to my dad's garage and picked up a hammer and a crowbar. I moved my shelf aside and pried one of the wall's wooden bars loose. Dad is going to definitely kill me for this. Wait, what the? I grabbed a flashlight and pointed it at the hole I had just opened in my wall. There was a narrow tunnel within, barely wide enough for me to fit, and steep stairs that led down into the unknown. I knew I shouldn't go in. I knew I should wait for my parents or the cops, but my curiosity got the better of me. It was a tight squeeze, but I stepped into it and followed the trail until I arrived at a tiny basement underneath what must have been the living room. What I saw down there made my heart drop. Oh my God. Someone's been living here this whole time. Clever boy. so soon. Who are you? What do you want? Who am I? I should be asking you the same question. What gave you people the right to move into my house? My home! I won't leave. I'll never leave. It's mine, you hear me? Mine! I've already lost everything. My job, my wife, my life. But I won't.
Hi guys, I'm gonna show you a new
Over my dead body. Do you think I enjoy this? You think I enjoy hurting you people? I warned the last couple who came here to leave. When they didn't listen,